Bang. Bang. Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. We're live. What is up, everybody? Hey, it is iCkEdMeL. I'm live and in charge. Give me a couple minutes to set up the stream. Let me send out a tweet, and I'm going to be talking about an interesting topic. And my goal is to kind of set this stream for 30 minutes long, and I'm going to end it after that. Whew. So I just came from downstairs running. So let me give me 1 second. Let me share the stream. Today we're going to be talking about NoFap. NoFap. I wonder if anybody knows what that is or what it means. It's a really important topic. It's more of an adult topic, and it's men's health. It's something that I really believe in and helped me out at a certain point in my life. And I still practice it to this day when I can. Let me share the link here. Acid Bleach, what is up, bro? You guys hang on for a second. Let me share the stream onto the Twitter, to the Twitter people. Let me put some music on real quick. Let's share this out. Let's share this out. And for people watching the rebroadcast, I'll edit this part out later so you guys don't have to sit through this. What's up, everybody? Give it a couple minutes for everybody to join. A couple seconds. Boom. We got 5 people in here, 6 people in here already. Let's get it. Let's get it. Turn up. Turn up. Dude, my computer's like lagging out right now. Here we go, here we go. Now I got the functions right. Rusty, what is up, man? Have you guys in the chat ever heard of, turn the music down just a little. Have you guys ever heard of NoFap? Do you know what that is? Come on, computer. Good, man, good. Charles, what is up? Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Computer's like freezing right now. There we go. Sweet. Make sure you guys hit the like button too if you could help me out with that. I would appreciate that. There we go. Let's place it in there. How you guys doing today, man? What is going on? See, I need an assistant to help me do this, so I don't have to do this every time I start the stream. We're gonna get into it here in a second. Okay, all right. 3, 2. YouTube Army, small. Yeah, I need an assistant, bro. Make sure you guys hit like. Make sure you guys share this and all that good stuff. Spread the love. All right. Let's cut off the music. Or let's pause it. Let me see what's going on with you guys. Who's here, man? Who's here? We got Chris, Charles, Acid, my only favorite YouTuber that not Fortnite. Oh damn, dude, thanks. I kind of want to get into Fortnite. Orlando Brown, what is up? Charles, how are you doing? I left a like and tweeted. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Chris Galore, I don't Twitters. Okay, no problem. Okay, have you guys ever heard of NoFap? This is a really important topic that I wanted to talk about. It relates to men's health, but also if there's any woman in here watching or women that are going to watch this in the future, it could help out, I think, with your relationship, or it's just a good topic to talk about. And basically, let me give you guys 1 second, see if anybody knows what NoFap means. It's slang. I'll give you guys 1 second. 1 second. One person, one guy, somebody's here has to have heard of NoFap. Somebody. I think it's a younger generation terminology, though. And I don't think anybody's ever heard of it, bro, because nobody's saying anything. Bro, why not? All right. Okay, there we go. Orlando's on it. Orlando jacking, right. So this video is probably not going to be monetized. YouTube will probably demonetize this video. But this is a really, really important topic. Yeah, like the guys are saying, no jacking means no masturbating. But more importantly, it's towards porn. All right, it's towards porn. There's a lot of people that have porn addictions. There's a lot of people that watch porn all the time. And, you know, I guess I was one of those people, you know, growing up back in the day years ago. And I didn't have a dad really growing up to tell me how to talk to girls, how to deal with girls. And the problem is, man, is like if you're shy and you don't learn to have those actual interactions with women, man, like, and all you do is just watch porn, it messes you up, dude. There's people like addicted to it. It messes up like your neurons, yo. It's like an actual addiction. You don't even know if you're young. If let's say you start from a young age and you never like take it like this. There's been serial killers that have had social anxiety and haven't been able to face women, and they had impotence and they haven't been able to face women, and their junk stuff like doesn't work. I'm not saying that this would have saved some of those serial killers, but what I'm saying is when I stopped, like when I cut back from porn, man, yo, dude, like it changed my life. Like it changed my life. Like I used to be, like I never had problems when I first started, right? When I got into it, you know, but there was at one point in my life where like out of nowhere, like I had this like anxiety with like women and stuff, and like at one point I thought like my stuff wasn't working. This is probably TMI. But I'm talking about it because it's something that I really, really believe in. And I thought there was something wrong with me, you know, and I went and got checked out. People told me, the doctors told me it was just a mental thing. And I think what it was is that when you're just in like how I am now in front of a computer, or you're just gaming, for some people, it's like you don't even learn how to interact or how to approach women. And something happens, yo. You go crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever tried like abstaining from like watching porn. And NoFap doesn't mean that you can't have sex. It doesn't mean you can't have sex. It doesn't even mean you can't masturbate. It really means like you can't watch pornography. It does something to your brain, because what happens is too, you know, like I've read up a lot on the forums. You know how many women have said that like their man is not even interested in them. They rather just watch, you know, pornography or whatever. Like there's no sexual chemistry or anything. I've read a lot of stories like that, man. And for me, like when I've abstained from watching pornography, everything's like in high definition. For some reason, I don't know if any of you guys ever tried that, like abstaining. You're not like your anxiety goes away. You're able to walk up to more women. Actually, women kind of walk up to you. It's like something like your pheromones, your like primal instinct kind of stuff starts to come out. You're more social. Kind of what I want to do on this stream too is I want to show you guys like on Reddit some of the people. There's huge forums. It's like a huge movement that's going on. It's been going on for a long time, but it's also helped me out with exercising. Like I have a lot more energy exercising. Even when you look, let's say like you're in a relationship or you're married or if you're single, but when you look at your significant other, there's like a difference. Business, so that's all fab together. There's actually like a difference, man. Like I don't know, it's so hard to describe. Like everything is in high definition. Your mind, your senses, they're like on overdrive. You know, and I actually started practicing that a little bit before I met my girlfriend. and it really changed my life, man. It changed my life for working out, even for like, because I'm somebody that gets like social anxiety. Even for dealing with that, it's helped me overcome social anxiety, exercise, approaching women, and sex too, man. When you're there watching porn, we talking about beer. When you're there watching porn, yo, let me tell you this. I know you guys here in the chat right now, you're thinking Mel's crazy. I am crazy, but I brought this up to my friend a long time ago, a good friend of mine, one of my best friends, when I was about to start it, and I told him like, yo, this is amazing. He's like, yo, Mel, you're crazy. And women watching this, men watching this that don't know about it, they're gonna be like, yo, Mel, you're crazy. Well, until you're in that relationship where your significant other doesn't even want to pay you any attention sexually, or you're having problems, a lot of men suffer from this kind of stuff that they're just addicted. There was actually a really good movie that I watched. I don't know if any of you guys can tell me the title. My friend suggested it to me. I watched it a long time ago where this guy was like addicted to porn. And he was there all day long. Yo, I gotta find the name of the movie. Porn addiction movie. It was a really funny movie. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, Don John. Anybody ever seen that? Yo, that movie was hilarious. Like, the guy would even like avoid relationships and stuff. Chris said, man, wish I had the time to hang out, but I gotta roll. Thanks. I'll catch the replay. Yeah, no problem, man. Take a break, bro, from the porn, bro. I know you're running away because you don't want to face it. And thanks, yo. Thank you guys. I had the wrong thing open here. Oops. Yeah, but Don John's a really great movie. Let me see if I can put the link in here for you guys. You check out the trailer sometime. A lot of guys go through that, man. There's probably women in relationships right now with their man that don't even know that their guy is the reason he's not interested is because he's watching this stuff 24/7. Let me move over to Reddit. I'm gonna share some of. Let's see. Let me see. What can I read here? I know a lot of people don't like to talk about this. That's why tonight I wasn't planning on having any guests or anything, because I was even kind of debating whether I should talk about it. But this is honestly a topic that if I ever have a son, or if I do have a son, I am going to talk about this because I think it's important. I think we're all so plugged into the computers and into the internet that we forget how to, when it comes time to actually social interact, you don't know how to do it. Let's see here. Boom. What was I looking at? I saw something that was actually really good. No, I can't find it. Let's look up some of the rules here. I think there's a post here with some rules. I had a post that I was going to look at. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read this one. Let's look at this. If anybody's... let me pop out the chat, too, in case anybody's interested in contributing. Bum. All right. Let's see. So here's a guy sharing his story. Look where 5-week streak has led me. So a lot of times with the NoFap movement, men, they try to go on these streaks of how long they can go without watching like pornography or whatever. So this guy posts, look where 5-week streak has led me. Spent the whole day in the mountain with friends. Having direct contact with nature is the best way to revive manhood. I really do think it does increase your testosterone. It doesn't. I've noticed in the gym like significant like strength increase too. You remember that rumor back in the day where like they used to say boxers like don't have sex before? That's supposedly a myth, but sex is kind of draining. But especially like if you're into like pornography and stuff, I'm telling you, take a break, man. You're a woman, your relationship, they'll appreciate it if you stop doing that. Challenge yourself. I always like to challenge myself and like to try to have discipline. Winged said, thank God we're not that young generation. Learn how to socialize the hard way, face to face. That's the thing, bro. Like, what's up, Rusty, man? I'm doing good, dude. That's the thing, man. Like, I know if you haven't dealt with it, if you were able to approach women, if you're older now, you're married and stuff, this might not apply to you, even though there's a lot of married people that do struggle with this. the younger generation, man, there's a bunch of kids, dude, that are afraid to go out there, afraid to socialize. I used to be afraid, man. Uh, this is a great way to do it and not have to drink a bunch of alcohol or be under some sort of influence. Just cut back the. Let me tell you, when I cut back from doing that, like I was going out more, I was hanging out with friends, I was socializing, met a ton of people. Let's see what else. What else can we find on here? I don't like Reddit. Just a bunch of testimonials. Okay, here, let's pull up some other stuff. This is why we fight. What does this say here? My knowledge about memes, porns, cartoon, anime, games, TV shows, and movies. My knowledge about how to get a girl. It's kind of funny. Let's see if there's anybody else in the chat. I'm not ready to be married. I don't have any relationship. Rusty, man, take your time, bro. I'm not married yet either, but take your time. You'll know when the time is right. I'm having kind of more like I'm having like an adult conversation here today, and we're talking about like pornography kind of and the addiction. I know it's kind of like adultish and tabooish, but I feel like a lot of men kind of deal with this kind of stuff. I used to kind of at one point in my life deal with it. And I think it's really important for men's health, and especially for kids growing up, especially this day and age, kids that get exposed to this kind of stuff at such a young age. There's been people that said that it's also cured their ED, which is erectile dysfunction, which I totally believe. NoFap cured ED. Let's see that. ED, even for depression. Depression is something too that I felt like sometimes I feel like I've dealt with. Dude, just take a break from that. Watch how like I challenge you, try a week. Try a week. Watch how your life changes. Here we go. 91 days, serious ED cured, mild anxiety and depression. Let's see what this person had to say. Dear NoFappers, I will try to keep it short. 91 days ago, I started NoFap. The day I started was the last one in 16 years lasting. I'm 32 years old. I started NoFap to cure myself from ED and PE. I'm not sure what PE is. To stop wasting my time on PM, all these short. I don't know what this means. To cure mild anxiety and depression. This is where I started. I've been suffering from ED and PE for 14 years. I should find out what PE means. Oh, porn addiction. Porn addiction. I just thought about that. Okay. Is it porn addiction or PE? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Porn addiction would be PE. What is PE? Maybe somebody in the chat knows. I don't even know. What is PE short for? Physical education. I don't know what this guy's talking about. It must be one of those things on the forums that you just got to be around to know what it means. So, but let me continue on reading. Don't clown. What is NoFap? Pocket edition. Nicole, what is up, man? For the people that are just joining, I'm talking about NoFap. It's something that's kind of changed my life. I know it sounds ridiculous. I even mentioned it to a friend years ago. But it's helped me out in life. It's helped me out with anxiety. It's helped me lose weight. It's helped me gain confidence around people, around women. When you're watching porn all the time, like habitually, it can really affect your relationship. I've read a lot of forums. I've read a lot of posts, men and women. But this NoFap really benefits men, though. I don't know about women, but it really benefits men. And this guy said I was suffering for 14 years. No meds work for me. Not Viagra, not injections. Official diagnosis, venous leakage. No hope for healing. Doctor told me the penis prosthesis, whatever that is. But I never gave up hope. All my hope based on the fact that the combination of Viagra and iSense, whatever that is, dopamine antagonists caused, at least to some degree, an erection for a short time. I knew that, especially about the part about dopamine, blah, blah. Day 1 to 55. The first 7 days of NoFap hard mode have been very difficult for me. After day 7, I entered flatline. My penis, we'll just say penis, felt like it was dead. The flatline lasted for until day 24. Since day 24, I had. This is something that's true too. I can. He said, I know this is not for kids. If anybody's watching that's kids here, Angel, what's up? He said that I had erections every night and every morning. Something I did not experience for more than 14 years. That's kind of what happens to men too. Like, I don't know if any guys in here know. Remember when you were a kid, you were younger in school, like everything got you to that point, any little thing, nothing that. Then when you start to get older, it's kind of like it starts to kind of like not be like that anymore. Well, when you practice NoFap, that starts to come back again. I think it's because what happens is when you're, especially for people that are addicted to pornography, it desensitizes you. All right, think about it. Like if you're watching porn and you're seeing naked bodies, right, all the time, and it's like it's almost like a high, and you got to keep changing. You got to get to a next woman, the 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 next woman, and it's like a different level that you need to keep reaching. And then your wife or your girlfriend comes home, and you're not gonna have that same. Oh, I can just click the person and it changes. It's not going to be the same for you. That's why I've read a lot of information about people losing interest in their significant others or even just human contact, you know? Let's see, what do you say here? I stopped hard mode for some days later during sex. Okay, let me not. Jesus Christ. You're a little too detailed here. You're going to get my banned. All right, but he said, I felt like I was 13 again. On day 46, I was able to get erections while cuddling. Okay. And 14 years ago, doctors wanted me to remove my cavernous body to implant. Okay, whatever. Day 55 to 91. During the summer holiday, an anxiety came back. I had been without meds for 7 months, and with an anxiety, the urges come back. My body was craving porn and edging. Edging is a terminology I know this is really hardcore. I'm sorry for the people. I'll probably catch hell later. Edging is a terminology for when people like they'll mess with themselves, but they won't make themselves get to that point, and they'll just stay in that state for a really long time, which causes like a crazy release of dopamine, which is another thing of kind of like addiction. And that's not something really you're going to get when you're interacting with somebody person to person. So a lot of people this is just something that if you guys have never heard of this, I'm bringing the knowledge onto you. That people that are heavily into this, heavily addicted to this, it's not just that you're watching porn and masturbating. That's a huge part of it, but there's people that also do it for like hours, like the whole day long. You know, that's why it's so serious. But so he said, I began to question myself. What could be the reason for the feelings of anxiety? After 7 months without meds, after a lot of socializing, and after quitting NoFap, I realized it was a lot of sports. 40 to 80 miles of biking, 12 to 15 miles per. What's up, RJ? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. That caused a serious magnesium deficiency. Since day 85, I take magnesium supplements. Magnesium is a great supplement. Magnesium is also good to get rest and go to sleep. It kind of helps relax you. He said depression went away, and anxiety went away, cramps went away, brain fog went away, and PE went away, which I still don't know what PE is. Nicole said, I think her name was Nicole. She said it was pocket edition, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know what the hell PE means. What else did change? I did not show excessive behavior. Gaming. I used to be a huge gamer. I used to be into gaming and doing this kind of activity all the time. I wasn't productive. I wasted a lot of my time. I didn't have the energy. I wouldn't wake up early. I was always tired. I was always dragging. I was always eating unhealthy. I was afraid to interact with women, look them like in the face. Like it changed my life. And you don't have to practice this like hardcore. I'm just saying, like, challenge yourself. Take a break for 7 days and see what happens. 7 days, 2 weeks. See what happens. See how your life changes. It's kind of crazy, man, unless you try it. He said, what else? Okay, he stopped gaming, working, eating sweets. Let's see what else. But what about superpowers? Well, it changed my attitude towards women. Socializing is a lot better, and self-esteem improved. I've never really had issues with these, so I do not consider them superpowers for me. But I think it can be superpowers for a lot of people. There's a lot of guys out there that are afraid to like talk to women and like face women and interact with them, and this really helps with that. And if you're not single and if you're in a relationship, this will really help, I think, your sex life. that kind of, not even just that, just intimate moments. They feel like it's a lot more intense. I've had conversations with people about this, so like I'm not just like pulling this out of my ass and making this up. I've seen different forms. I've had conversations with people. I know from personal experience that even like your sexual interaction with your partner is on a whole nother level. Okay, like just think about it. Like, let's say you like those people that are watching porn all the time, and then your significant other comes home, and what kind of like interactions are you gonna have with that person after you've already been going at it for hours and hours, you know? And there's some people here congratulating him. Let me see what the chat is saying. If anybody has any. Oh snap, Lisa! You came here for one of my. Oh snap! Wing It said premature. Oh, Wing It. That's probably what that is. Premature ejaculation. Dude, yeah, that's probably what that is. Lisa's coming in here and she's probably like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Premature ejaculation? What is Melvin doing? Thanks, Lisa, for joining. That's a really good friend of mine. I've known her for a lot of years. Lisa, I'm just talking to the people here, to the guys, and to the ladies that are here, coming here too, about NoFap, which is, not watching porn, like stopping watching porn. There's a lot of people that have addictions to watching porn, especially men, and it affects their interactions with women, testosterone, social anxiety, fear, not being able to approach women. And it's something that I practice too. Not doing that and pornography and all that stuff. This is weird, bro. This is a weird conversation. Watch this get like a ton of views, or watch this get no views. Hey, baby. All right, let's see what else. My girlfriend doesn't even know what I'm talking about yet. Wait till she sees this later. All right, let's see here. Somebody else. I honestly believe too that this can cure erectile dysfunction, as long as you don't have like some sort of medical reason. That if it's like mental or like something, whatever. I just think a lot of people get caught up in that whole fictitious interaction. Even pornography is it gives people this unrealistic view of sex and how things are supposed to be, especially at a young age. It can just totally deteriorate you mentally when you're growing up. This one guy here says, started doing NoFap 164 days ago. Finally, I can say for sure that my ED has been cured. ED was the main reason, which is erectile dysfunction, for quitting PMO together. I gotta find it. I don't know what these people are talking about. Porn master. What does PMO mean? I don't know what the kids are talking about these days. PMO. NoFap. Let's see. Okay. Oh, porn, masturbation, orgasm. So that means not watching porn. So giving up on porn, masturbation. Okay. You know how you know it's a challenge too? Because a lot of people need to watch porn in order to get to that state, to be able to get it out. Try not watching it. Just with your own thoughts, your own imagination. See how hard that is if you haven't been practicing this. Because we're all so used to like stimulus from an actual visual computer, and you can constantly change it whenever you want at the click of a finger. Try doing that without watching something. Back in the day when there was TV, we had to like watch the gray stuff on the TV, the little. Let me not even get into that, but ED was the main reason for quitting PMO altogether. I'll make another post another time on the benefits I've achieved in the past 5.5 months. I pretty much had ED for the past few years. I could not produce an erection, usually at all, without porn. Dude, that's when you have like a serious problem. If you can't get that going without porn, then you need to just cut it off. It'll probably be tough at first, but you need to cut it off. Connected the dots and found that your brain on porn, been a chronic porn, whatever, for the past 15 years with the escalation and all that good stuff. I've had a few times of successful sex during the past several years, and countless times before I had ED problems in the past years before. But the ED was getting worse and worse to the point of no erections at all. Can you imagine, like, I know a lot of people may not understand that, but as a man, not being able to, like, get an erection like that's like I said earlier, kind of jokingly, that's kind of what sometimes serial killers are made out of. They feel like insignificant and all that kind of stuff. That's freaking serious, man. Um, After no porn for over 3 months, I start to see signs of life. Only to be disappointed. Erections would be essentially unreliable. Like I would start to get morning ones and often feel sensations if I was attracted to a girl, but still I could not get when I wanted to. I could not get erect when I wanted to. I started to worry. It started to worry me about 5 months rolled around. And I still hadn't been cured. Well, about 10 days ago, I was feeling really down and did something I normally would never do because it happened to be in front of me. No, I didn't look at any porn or masturbate. I smoked 3 huge hits of meth. What? Yo, kids, do not smoke meth. I don't. What? Okay, this is kind of getting interesting. So this guy smoked meth, um, and was high all day. It was so high all day that I finally had to take Xanax the next day to shut it off. That day and the following day, there was even less life to my penis. Worse, ED of all. Now the third day comes around and I'm at work and I get erect from my pants from rubbing. From his pants rubbing against his. Yeah. All right, that's okay. I had to actually flip it up to. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Let me skip over some of this stuff. I mean, we don't need to know all the details like this. You guys remember those days? I got home this evening, could easily produce an erection just by touch. Okay. No fancy at all. I could be thinking of something totally boring, non-sexual, and just, okay. Those are some of the benefits of no fapping, that you get back to your original state when you were younger, where like everything was like bling, 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 you know? What else can I say here? This guy put a disclaimer: meth is an illegal drug without prescription. Yeah, we know that. It's a weird thing there. Let's see. Is there anything else, man? Is there anything else here on the webs? I wasn't really prepared. We just went to the dark web, man. This whole stream just got screwed up. How I got over severe erectile dysfunction. Well, I can just say that for me personally, it's definitely helped me out with, sexually. It's definitely helped me out in the gym, which I really like a lot. Like tons of energy in the gym, and it's helped me get over my anxiety. It's pretty damn amazing. I don't really know that it really affects women. Like it can benefit women, but if you're a woman watching this, tell your man. He'll probably, I don't know, he's gonna really like you suggesting that, but I'm just telling you, like I've read a lot of forums, even like a lot of moms or even dads or like people just talking about it, posting on anonymous accounts, talking about the problems that they had. Here's an example. Let me read this other story. There's tons of stories that I can read to you guys. And like I said, like if I ever have a son, or if I ever do have a son or whatever, like this is something this is the knowledge I would pass on to my son. This is one of the things that because I didn't have my dad around to pass me this kind of knowledge, and I wish I would have had it growing up. Get away from the computer, go out and actually talk to women. Don't be on there in the computer 24/7. That's your interaction. This guy said, 24 years old, don't smoke, don't drink. That's another thing that can affect, if you smoke, you drink excessively. Had ED since around 19. And, like, that's kind of crazy, too, like, when you think about it. Like, kids, man, 19 years old, 18 years old, having ED problems. You shouldn't be having these problems at this age. Like, there's something going on in our society. There's something in the chemicals. There's something in the food. They're drugging the kids. I don't know what they're putting in, all this estrogen stuff in the kids that we can't even do anything. Lisa said, I agree with all I've heard so far. Had exes who ended up preferring porn to me, which really hurt me. Also, us women can have the same problem. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. It's possible to become addicted to a toy. I've actually heard of that. Some women can become like that. And like she's saying, this is why I kind of want to talk about this, because I've been there where like you can get really caught up and you don't realize that it takes away from your relationship and from your partner. especially as a man growing up, when you think your thing doesn't work, it can really affect you. You can be depressed. It can cause a whole bunch of triggers. This guy said had ED since he was 19, masturbated probably 3 to 4 times a day since I was 15. And I'm sure this day and age is probably even younger. So 3 to 4 times a day. Can you imagine the psychological effects? Just think about it, like 3 to 4 times a day, every day for years at a young age when your brain is still developing, you know. At 24, I had a new girlfriend. I could never get fully erect, and she was getting upset because she thought it was her and not being sexy or something. Nope, it was my ED problem. I often feared sex because I knew I would not get an erection. Sometimes I would, but then it would go down. I would also not stop thinking about it during sex. It's anxiety. It creates a bunch of anxiety. So he said he found NoFap and it changed his life. Here's how I did it. Decided to go to the doctor, make sure it was nothing wrong with me. The doctor said I couldn't be more healthy. He gave me 8 Viagra pills, tried to build up confidence. I actually only ate half of them, had sex 16 times with it. I started my course of Viagra while it's not fapping. Had hard rock erections, lasted. Does exactly what it says. However, one misconception is that Viagra pill, you have rock hard straight away. No, it takes about 30 minutes. Yeah, obviously, if you're taking a pill, it's not instant. Till you can have sex, then you have to get aroused. I've used Viagra for around 3 weeks. The thing about Viagra, Cialis, and all these other drugs, they're super expensive, man. I guess it's great to kind of get you started if you need it, but the thing is, you don't want to build a dependency on it either. And then he said here about NoFap. I failed twice. The first time, NoFap too. You try it. Like when I first tried it, I failed so many times. He said he failed twice. The first time I did 8 days, then I did 13 days. I just failed on the 51st last night. What I've learned is don't get caught up when you fail. Just like anything in life, when you make a mistake and you fail, he says having 3 faps in 72 hours is going to help anyone, and it's good progress. Okay, between 20 and 40 days, I lost all my sex drive, and I was like, what the F? 40 days plus? He said, holy crap, I'm a sex god. I don't know what happened to me in the past 10 days, but I'm not even going to read all of that. But a complete 180. That's what I'm trying to say. And I've actually practiced this myself, and it really, really makes a difference. Thanks for sharing, Lisa. I appreciate you joining. No meth. Yeah, this one dude, I'm reading his post, and he just pops out with meth. I'm like, wow. But that's what you get on the internet, dude. If there's any guys watching this, man, I think I've reached 30 minutes too, because my goal for my streams now is to kind of go for 30 minutes and then end the stream, because I got all these other responsibilities and stuff. But this is for men out there, man, really, if anybody's having problems, if you're having any of these, anxiety, erectile dysfunction, fears, you want to increase your testosterone, you're afraid to approach women, stop watching porn, dude. You want to improve your relationship, as far as, intimacy, stop watching porn, dude. That's why I wanted to do the stream. I just thought it was really important. It's something that's really important to me, and has really helped me change my life as far as losing weight, dealing with demons that I was dealing with back in the day, gaining confidence, overcoming anxiety. It really, really changed my life, and that's the reason why I wanted to do this video. I actually wanted to do like a small compact video, not a live stream, but I figured if I do a live stream, I can actually get a little feedback from people. But this is how the change in my life started to positivity. It started with stopping watching this stuff and like doing that all the time, abstaining, and actually having actual human interaction. So thanks you guys for watching. I guess I'm gonna end the stream, gonna wash the dishes, do some laundry and some other stuff, and get ready for tomorrow and spend some time with the family. So hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. I know most of the guys in here are afraid to even talk about this. Most people are afraid to talk about it. But I wanted to take a chance. And there's actually a bunch of, for people that are watching this too, just real quick before I get offline, if you want to look up information, just type NoFap on Google. Reddit has a bunch of information. If there's people out there that seriously want to look on how to change their lives, how to like improve your relationship, or even more important, improve yourself as a man, and get those instincts that have been taken away because we've been so plugged into the matrix. Your natural man instincts, your strength, and your even the whole attraction thing. Because when you're watching pornography like that all the time, you don't even have any kind of, you're not attracted to anybody. You're just into the computer, and that's it. You know, you become numb. Your brain becomes numb of sensation and feeling and even imagination. Your imagination is stripped away, because you don't need to imagine anymore, because you're watching videos every, whatever. And there's people that have serious problems watching hours and hours and hours every single day. And this practice here really changed my life. It actually gave me a lot of strength. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys, and peace. This was a weird stream. This was a really weird stream.